mind.
Peeps, we are back at BUSCH Gardens for another visit to Howl-O-Scream. Hold on. It looks a little different because we're at Tampa BUSCH Gardens for their annual Howl-O-Scream event for the first time since 2011. So we are currently making our way right now to the theater in the back where we are doing the Fright Feast package. It includes dinner, a show, and I think like an hour and a half or 2 hours of express, which if you time it right, you can pretty much get through everything in those first 2 hours, all the houses. Little disclaimer, we are not here as media tonight, so unfortunately won't be able to show you inside the houses, but we'll show you the scare zones and everything we can and tell you about everything we saw in the houses and give you our thoughts on this year's event. And here it is, Dragonfire Grill is where the Fright Feast is. We're heading in now. So in addition to getting an hour and a half of front of the line access, you also get half-hour early access. So the house is open to the general public at 7:30. They open up to Fright Feast folks at 7. And we're here for the Fright Feast. Fright Feast includes unlimited beverages. It's also an all-you-care-to-eat buffet that includes rotisserie chicken, shrimp fried rice, braised pork, and chicken Alfredo affair. It looks like there are desserts here. I see some cupcakes over there. In fact, here's a better look at those cupcakes. And I can actually smell them from here. That's how good they smell. That one has candy corn on it. So, lots of food. It all sounds pretty tasty. Let's see what they have. There is the chicken Alfredo. It's got bacon on it. Over here is the braised pork with mac and cheese. It looks delicious. Here is the rotisserie chicken. And there's the shrimp fried rice. What's interesting is it looks like everything's served like on a plate. So you actually like grab multiple plates if you want to have more than one item, which is kind of different than a normal buffet style. Over here I see some mini salads. Up there some more cupcakes. And over here, it looks like some type of cobbler type thing. We've got a blue light overhead, so the food doesn't normally look this blue. But I got some of the rotisserie chicken with mac and cheese and some green beans, but I'm not going to eat. Some chicken Alfredo with bacon on top of it, and I tried one of those cupcakes. And walking around, over there you can probably see one. There's clowns that are like walking around and interacting with guests before the show. They also have naughty nurses and like shirtless guys walking around, I guess from the theme show, interacting with guests. Hey guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Are you guys enjoying yourselves so far?
We are.
We are now.
Are you guys excited to see the preview for the show?
Absolutely.
Oh, it's amazing. You have to come see the full version later in Stanleyville. And also get your vaccinations from your favorite nurses.
We can do that.
Okay.
So here are the houses at Howl-O-Scream this year. There are 2 new houses, except they're all new to me. Insomnia and Slaughterhouse are new this year. But new to me, even though returning to this year's event, Black Spot, Deathwater Bayou, Motel Hell, and Unearthed. So there are 6 houses this year. And here's some more information about the VIP experiences. Fright Feast is the one we're doing. And on the other side, Howl-O-Scream.com, hashtag nowhere to hide. Those are the ticket prices, $39.99 per person starting. Select nights, September 21st to October 28th. This guy behind me. Hello.
Oh, we're moving. Yeah.
Yeah, it's video, man.
I didn't know that. I was going to picture.
Oh.
Okay, now we're going.
Okay. How you today?
Excellent. How's the food?
It's good.
Are we on thirds, fourths?
Well, we got 2 at the same time, so we made it easy.
Hey, take as many trips as you can. That's where you get your money back.
I like it.
My Phoenix, what are you doing here? You're in the wrong place. You're supposed to be in Stanleyville, next to Secra, at Freakenstein Castle. But Doc, these guys know where all the cool people come to party and get to Howl-O-Scream before everyone else. Am I right? He's cool. cheese. It's Fright Feast, where there's food, drinks, and sweet treats. Yes, Eagle, I get it. This is where people come to feel good. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hit it, sound person.
After a short preview of Fiends, we are out into the park. We are heading towards our first house, and we are going to try to hit as much as we can as far as houses before the 8:30 time limit on these express pass.
Please refer to your park map for designated locations throughout the park. In addition, please help us to protect our environment for generations to come by placing recyclable plastic and aluminum in the appropriate recycling containers. Thank you, and enjoy your day.
I actually really like the Dia de los Muertos scare zone here at BUSCH GARDENS Tampa. It's fun. It's not particularly scary, but the actors are really into their characters. It's got cool atmosphere. You've got, like, you know, the sugar skulls, and you've got these giant walking skeletons. It's actually really nice, which I understand is a weird thing to say about a scare zone, but I don't know. It's not particularly a scare zone. It's more like a celebration of life, which is the whole point of Dia de los Muertos, right? First house we are heading to is Insomnia, which is one of the new houses this year. It's kind of like down here at the opposite end of the park from where we just were in that Pantopia Theater. And here it is, first house of the night, Insomnia. Just went through Insomnia, and for a portion of the house, we actually went through it alone because with the Fright Feast, we just basically walked straight into the house and then caught up with the people in front of us. They got me like a bunch of times in that house. They made me jump at least 4 or 5 times. That house was really cool. It's kind of like this sleep deprivation hallucination thing. Some like weird moving walls and curvy hallways. I liked it. That was really cool. Insomnia, first house of the night, off to a good start. Next up, we're making our way into Deathwater Bayou. I'm excited about this house. I've heard very positive things. I'll tell you how it is when we head out. Check out the facade for Deathwater Bayou. It looks really cool. That was super cool. Really imaginative. Good use of the space. Like, there were certain times in there where I forgot I was even inside. Now, there are outdoor portions, but there are points where, I mean, the majority of the house is inside, but it feels like it's outside. Really cool mix of Halloween and Bayou stuff and voodoo and New Orleans. Very cool house. Really enjoyed Deathwater Bayou.
It is important to stay calm. Although local and government authorities have responded to the outbreak.
Little bit cold shoulder. My favorite. Hi. I will come back in a bit.
I don't think you're going to make it out of there alive.
Oh, I'll try.
Isn't all steak or even all meat. A 1,000-pound steer was ripped out of carcass. Skilled craftsmen at this point trim bacon sides to proper size and shape. The meat trimmings are saved.
I think my favorite part of this scare zone is that there's actually a dude actually smoking and grilling meat. Next up is Simon's Slaughterhouse, which is a recommended 17 and up experience. There it is, Simon's Slaughterhouse. Supposedly very gory inside. I love me a good gore house. Simon's Slaughterhouse is a good gore house. They scared me a couple times. Not terribly scary, but very gory. Lots of smells, lots of blood, lots of chopping and chainsaws and just grossness. But if you're into that kind of stuff, that house is for you. I liked it. So like you saw, the first house we went to was Insomnia. Walked right in. We just overheard that the regular line is at 2 hours. We're here on Saturday night, which is, you know, of course, the most crowded night. But we've gotten through 3 houses so far. They opened at 7. It's 7:50. And we've gotten through 3 of the 6 so far. Let's see what we can get through by 8:30. Next up, we're going to take exit 2D to Motel Shelburne, better known as Motel Hell. When Motel Hell first came out, I think it was 3 years ago, a lot of people said it was the house of the year. I am really looking forward to experiencing it for the first time. Motel Hell, really cool. Super imaginative. It kind of reminds me of Demented Dimensions because it's got like all these different themes in their different rooms. So, and they scared me. I mean, I've been scared in every house so far. The variety of stuff, the cool special effects, just, I mean, they scare you in every way possible in that house. Just really cool. It's almost like an evil, demented Cabana Bay hotel. Banana monkey. We don't have Unearthed anymore at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, but they still have it here at Busch Gardens Tampa, and it's our next house. So that house was interesting. A couple of references to Scarlet still kind of scattered throughout the house. Some similarities to what Unearthed was in Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Super dark. They gave the lady in front of us a flashlight, and they give like every 6 people or so a flashlight. But she just kind of threw it over her shoulder and it was pointed at the ground the entire time. So it was just a really dark house. And so I feel like I missed a lot. Definitely bloodier than the house in Williamsburg though. And finally, with less than a minute to spare, we are entering the black spot. That makes 6 for 6 before our Fright Feast express passes ended. I know that house gets a lot of hate, and it's legitimately not scary. It's about as scary as Pirates of the Caribbean at Disney, but it's really kind of cool, like visually impressive. I don't know what normally goes in that space, but the caverns, the pirate ships, it was the facade and the theming of it was actually really cool. And if you remember, a couple weeks ago when I was at BUSCH GARDENS Williamsburg, actually I think it might have been last week, I told you how the Tigress is basically the Tampa version of the BUSCH GARDENS Williamsburg Tempesto, and you can actually see it right there. Very similar ride track. So if you're keeping score, we did all 6 houses by 8:30 with the Fright Feast package. Next up, we are going to take a bus to Camp DOA, the scare zone right ahead of us.
Hello campers, this is Ranger Bob. With a reminder, please put out your campfire before turning in.
Crash test clowns. What? Are you down with the clown?
What? What was that card again?
Apparently the fire breather has seen better days. Hi.
Come on, people, let's go. Don't hold up the line.
Sorry.
Keep it going. Yeah, you're sorry. I'm sorry that you're wasting my time. Now move it.
What?
Go on.
Hey.
It's thing one and thing two.
Oh.
Howl-O-Scream 2018. Come out and see the sliders. Slaughter you.
Sure.
Do you?
Of course.
We can be friends forever. Oh, hello. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hello.
Try it.
Well, I mean, there's something in it already.
Yeah, you can just push her over. She's useless to me now.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye. So, a lady just yelled peeps at me. Whoever you are, unfortunately, you didn't start to talk, but cool meeting you. Hopefully you're watching this. Okay, this may be a crowded night. 80 minutes for Simon's Slaughterhouse, 100 minutes for Insomnia, 90 minutes for Unearthed, 105 minutes for Deathwater Bayou. what? That does it for us here at BUSCH GARDENS Tampa's Howl-O-Scream. I hope you guys really like to look at it. I loved coming here. It's been too long. I'd love to come again, check out the daytime stuff, the rides that I haven't ridden, and visit this event in future years. If you guys liked it, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Leave us a comment. Let us know you liked it. You want to see more BUSCH GARDENS Tampa stuff. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you say hi next time you see us in the parks. And, hi. How are you? I'm good. I'm just saying bye to everybody. Bye.
I will see you